Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, Management Surgery. In this video, we are going to discuss on what are the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. SWOT is an acronym for the internal strengths and weaknesses of a firm and environmental opportunities and threats facing that firm. For a company's strategy to be well convinced, it must be matched to its resources, strengths and weaknesses. For example, when it comes to strength of Berger Paints, it offers a wide variety of products which includes home to industrial paints. Being the second largest paint manufacturer gives them a healthy brand equity. They have international operations in few countries that include like Nepal, Bangladesh, Russia, Poland, and collaborations with Becker of Sweden and Nippon Paints of Japan. When it comes to weaknesses, Berger faced a lot of negative publicity due to lead found in its paints, and it doesn't give any premium alternative where Asian Paints have conveniently targeted a unique segment which gives high margin to their Asian Paints Royal initiative, Asian Paints Royal. So Berger Paints needs such initiative to get in touch with these customers and give better sales and brand equity. The next point comes aimed at capturing its best market opportunities and erecting defenses against external threats to its well-being. For example, when it comes to opportunity diversification of Nirma, the village to city migration rates have increased, making marketers look at niche segments of businesses. In the detergent market, companies are trying to identify specific needs like detergent for washing machines, stain removal, bleaching, fragrance smoothing, etc., and creating products that satisfy each of these needs. This is giving detergent companies increase the scope of diversification. When it comes to threats in terms of competition, the main competitor for Nirma are Active Wheel, Sunlight, Ujala, Rin and Gadi detergent. Identifying resource strengths and competitive capabilities. A strength is something a firm does well or attribute that enhances its competitiveness. For example, Walmart's key strength is that it is a cost leader. A cost leader is a firm that can provide goods to the public at lowest possible prices. So Walmart is able to achieve this by using its large buying power, by negotiating deals with manufacturers and by sourcing of its products from low-cost countries like China. So strength is resource advantage relative to competitors and the needs of the market a firm serves or expects to serve. So it is a distinctive competence when it gives the firm a comparative advantage to the marketplace. So some strengths are the valuable competencies or know-how. For example, Pfizer is the world's largest pharmaceutical company with the largest private finance research organization. Then valuable physical assets. For example, Tata has its own steel plant and also it has own car manufacturing unit. Then that means valuable physical assets. Then comes valuable human assets. Every company on the planet says our talent is one of our most valued assets. Google says it too. But we also give our employees far more information than most companies are comfortable sharing. We make them active decision makers, nothing but human assets, and participants in how the company is running. We also allow them the freedom to try new things. That is how Google is. Google concentrate on its human assets. The next point, valuable organization assets. For example, Panasonic says you need to optimize the use of your assets. Whatever they might be. So you need to equip your field service technicians or maintenance engineers with tools that allow them to manage those assets to the standards you require. Next point, valuable intangible assets. Examples of intangible assets like it includes trade secrets, copyrights, patents, trademarks. So if a company acquires assets at the prices below the book value, it may carry goodwill on its balance sheet. Next point, important competitive capabilities. For example, Parachute enjoys tremendous equity and trust with every passing generation. Every generation uses Parachute. So Parachute is a premium edible grade coconut oil, and Parachute is a market leader in its category and has huge loyalty in urban as well as rural sections of India. Next point, an attribute that places a company in a position of market advantage. The best example I can give is through Amazon Prime, the company's flagship paid membership service. Customers can get guaranteed 2-day shipping on all products that are Prime eligible. Offering this 2-day service is a smart move from Amazon for these two distinct reasons, like conditions customer. So when they are getting 2-day shipping, then they are addicted to that, and they will continue paying for the Prime membership. And one more, like, encourages more purchases. So for any type of online purchasing, so by focusing on speedy delivery, Amazon has been able to migrate this disadvantage, because for brick and mortar retail stores, we usually have to wait for the products to arrive after purchasing them. But in terms of Amazon speedy delivery, no need to wait, and it encourages more and more people to purchase from Amazon Prime. Next point, alliances or cooperative ventures with partners. I can give you the best example like Nokia and Microsoft's joint partnership agreement to build Windows Phone is alliance or cooperative venture with partners. In this slide we can see we are going to discuss on competencies versus core competencies versus distinctive competencies. We are going to learn one by one, and usually everyone should know about this. A competence is a product of organizational learning and experience and represents real proficiency in performing an internal activity. A competency is anything a business does well, and a business may have numerous competencies. For example, an advertising firm might do a superior job of managing internal talent and developing leaders from within, or a manufacturing company might be extremely successful in keeping its number of defects per 1000 units produced extremely low. This is known as a competence. When it comes to core competence, a core competence is well performed internal activity central, not peripheral. Peripheral is a device is defined as, like, I can just give you an example, like computer device such as keyboard or printer, that is not part of any essential computer but or incidental. A part of it is like an incidental is nothing but happening as a result. It's just an activity. So central to a company's competitiveness and profitability. The better example for Amazon has supply chain management in their core competency, which includes customer relationship management, nothing but CRM, supplier relationship management, SRM, internal supply chain management, ISM, and of course technology. A distinctive competence is a competitively valuable activity, a company performs better than its rivals. A distinctive competency is any capability that distinguishes a company from its competitor. For example, one of Google's distinctive competencies is its name recognition and status as most notable search engine. This competency is difficult for competitors to imitate and sets Google apart from the rest of the world. That is where Google is distinctive competence. We shall discuss one by one in detail now. In terms of core competencies, a competence becomes a core competence when well performed activity is central to a company's competitiveness and profitability. So the examples of core competence are expertise in integrating multiple technologies to create families of new products. The better example, like the Tata Nano, is a compact city car that was manufactured and marketed by Indian automaker Tata Motors over a single generation, primarily in India, as an inexpensive rear engine hatchback intended to appeal to current riders of motorcycles and scooters, with a launch price of around 1 lakh rupees in the year 2008. Next point, know-how is creating operating systems for cost-efficient supply chain management. The better example, like Safe Express, offers 3PL solutions ranging from designing, implementing to operating complete supply chains of companies. So these solutions help them in reducing cost, streamlining delivery schedules, and enabling organizations to focus on their core competencies. Then comes speeding new or next generation products to market. For example, IRCTC, next generation e-ticket system, which provides suitable services like flight, stay, rail registry, e-catering, holiday packages, tourist train, hill railways, then charter train, these all things. Next point, better after sales service capability. For example, when you purchase Apple phone from Apple Incorporation, it also has Apple Care, where it gives a better sales service. Next point, skills in manufacturing a high quality product. For example, P&G's collaboration with its supplier Barchem led to development of sugarcane derived plastic that it is now using for packaging. Often a core competence result from collaboration among different parts of company. Like collaboration in workplace is when two or more people, often groups, work together through idea sharing or thinking to just accomplish a common goal. It is simply teamwork taken to a higher level. Typically, core competence reside in a company's people, not in assets on a balance sheet. Every company on planet says that is what, by Google, our talent is one of our most valued assets, but Google says it too. But it says, but we also give our employees far more information than most companies are comfortable sharing. We make them active decision makers and participants in how the company is running, and we also allow them the freedom to try new things. A core competence gives a company a potentially valuable competitive capability and represents a definite competitive asset. A core competence is a competency of a business that is essential or central to its overall performance and success. Distinctive competence is a competitive significant activity that a company performs better than its competitor. So a distinctive competency is any capability that distinguishes a company from its competitors. A distinctive competence can be represents a competitively valuable capability rivals do not have, represents attractive potential for being a cornerstone of strategy, can provide a competitive edge in the marketplace because it represents a competitively superior resource strength. So let us have some examples for this. Sharp Corporation. So Sharp Corporation is expertise in flat panel display technology. Then Toyota and Honda, they are like low cost, high quality manufacturing, high quality manufacturing capability and short design to market cycles. Then Intel, ability to design and manufacture ever more powerful microprocessors for PCs. Then Walmart, like low cost distribution and use of state of the art retail technology, that is Walmart. So identifying resource weaknesses and competitive deficiencies. A weakness is something a firm lacks, does poorly, or a condition placing it at a disadvantage. For example, Walmart's weaknesses, that it is a very broad company. Walmart stores offer a range of products that encompasses everything from produce to hunting equipments and services that ranges from pharmacies to photography. Because Walmart is broadly focused, it is difficult for a company to excel at any one particular area. That is a weakness of Walmart. Then resource weaknesses relate to inferior or unproven skills, expertise, or intellectual capital. The better example, Philips has had to recall several of its products in recent times. For instance, recalling halogen bulbs due to safety concerns. Such recalls affect brand image as well as causing financial concerns. Next point, lack of important physical, organizational, or intangible assets. For example, of Coca-Cola, absence of health beverages. Coca-Cola doesn't have any health beverages. So if you watch the news, you would know that obesity is a major problem affecting people nowadays. The business environment is changing and people are taking measures to ensure that they are not getting obese. And carbonated beverages are one of the major reasons for fat intake, and Coca-Cola is the largest manufacturing company of carbonated beverages. So the inference is that the consumption of beverages in developed countries might go down as people will prefer a healthy alternative. Missing capabilities in key areas. Bajaj Auto is not a global brand. Even after producing in high volume, Bajaj Auto is not recognized as a global brand. It has not entered other markets or not expanded internationally as fast as it could. It is predominantly an Indian market player. Identifying a company's market opportunities. Opportunity almost relevant to a company's those offerings. And opportunity is major favorable situation in a firm's environment. Key trends are one source of opportunity. Although Walmart is huge in many markets, there are also several large markets that it has not yet entered. Continental Europe and many regions of Asia are areas where Walmart can potentially expand its businesses. There is also room for Walmart to expand and develop larger stores in the markets where it is currently doing business. Good match with its financials and organizational resource capabilities. Companies like Apple has good match with its financial and organizational resource capabilities. Best prospects for profitable long-term growth, retain your customers and providing exceptional customer service that will create long-term and loyal customers is a sound strategy to grow any business. Potential for competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is an advantage over competitors gained by offering consumers greater value, either by means of lower prices or by providing greater benefits and service that justifies higher prices. Next, identifying external threats. A threat is a major unfavorable situation in a firm's environment. Threats are key hindrance to the firm's current or desired position. Some, like Walmart, has merged to dominate the discount department stores industry. So its real competition may come from more focused businesses. However, businesses that focus on single area, such as groceries, automotive services, or clothing, may be better able to satisfy customers than Walmart is able to with its broad focus. Here we have emergence of cheaper, better technologies. For example, like if you compare with ordinary Nokia mobile versus smart mobile, smart mobiles are now we can find a cheaper price and better technologies when you compare with a ordinary mobile phone. The introduction of better services by rivals. Rivals, I can just give an example of private banks versus nationalized banks, where private banks give a better services. Even by private banks get money to your houses. Entry of lower cost foreign competitors like Walmart, everyday low prices. Onerous regulations. Onerous means like it's troublesome, it's like for Indian insurance sectors. Rise in interest rates. Rise in interest rates for home loans, car loans, etc., where though products are available, but due to increase in interest rates, people don't purchase for. Potential of an hostile takeover. A hostile takeover is the acquisition of one company, which is called as target company, by another, nothing but acquire. This is accomplished by going directly to the company's shareholders. For example, Arcelor to take over Mittal, which is now known as ArcelorMittal. Unfavorable demographic shifts. It's like rural people shifting themselves to urban areas. Adverse shifts in foreign exchange rates. It is like rupee appreciation versus dollar. Potential upheaval in country. Upheaval means a violent or sudden change. You might talk about an upheaval in government following an election where many incumbents or officials are replaced. That's all for this video. Make sure you will give us a thumbs up, like, so that it will motivate us to make more videos, and share the video to your friends. Also subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more latest updates. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.